Hello, creative coders. Welcome to our channel, Creative Coding. I hope you all are doing well. So, this is the fifth episode of our series CSS Mini Project, and in this, we are going to create a beautiful button border animation like this. So, as you can see, when I'm hovering over this button, you can see the border animation happening, and which looks great. So, if you're new to our channel, my name is Shikhar Bania. I'm an educator, mentor, and a web developer. I have been in web development for the past 3 years, and I have my own Instagram page where I post content related to web development daily. So don't forget to check that out. And without any further ado, let's get started. So let's talk about Newton School first. Newton School is a platform which provides individuals a career in tech. It has courses specially designed for freshers, individuals, working professionals, and even women who don't have any knowledge in tech. Around 300 companies hire from Newton School, and Newton School also provides a pay after placement policy under which you don't have to pay anything to Newton School until and unless you are placed with a bare minimum of 5 lakh CTC. Sounds great, right? Let's talk about another initiative taken by Newton School called Launchpad. So, Launchpad is for those who want to start their coding journey from scratch. It has all the courses that you need to start a coding journey like Java, Python, data structures, JavaScript, Node.js, SQL, you name it, they have it. And the main advantage of using this Launchpad is you get a certificate of completion, you get a developer community, you got the best instructors to teach you, you also got a hands-on experiences, and you will become job ready. And all of this Newton School is providing for free. Yes, so don't forget to check that out. So here we are in the code editor, and let's first write some HTML code. As you can see in our HTML document, I have given the title as button border animation, and basically I want an anchor tag around which I want 4 borders. Okay, so let's write an anchor tag with href as hash. If you provide hash in href, it will not redirect you to anywhere. And then let's give it a class of effect. Okay, let's close it. Now inside this anchor tag, let's give it a name, Rio Cotico, which is my Instagram page's name. And inside this, let's write 4 span for 4 lines that will act as a border to our anchor tag. Okay, so I want this span 4 times, so 1 2 3. Okay, so that's it for this HTML. Now let's jump to our CSS. I have imported an Google font API Poppins, so we're going to use that. Let's first change the background of our output. So background will be hash 333. We got this background. Next, let's target the effect, which is our anchor tag. Let's first change the color to white. As you can see, we got our anchor as white. Okay, before that, let me change the position as absolute. Okay, now I want this anchor tag to be at the center of our output. Okay, so for that, there's another trick. You can display it as flex, but let's see the another trick. First, give a top value of 50%, then give a left value of 50%. Okay, so as you can see, it got a top of 50% and a left of 50%, but still it is not at the center. So for that, you have to transform it and then translate 50% x-axis and minus 50% y-axis. So now it is in the center. Okay. Next, I want the text decoration to be none. Okay, so as you can see, the line got removed. Also, I want text transform to be uppercase. Let's change the font family as well. Font family will be Poppins. Right. Let's include some letter spacing of 4 pixel. It will create 4 pixel spacing between the letters. All right. Okay. Next, I want it to have a line height of 75 pixel. Let me first, for your understanding, I'm giving a border. Let's say 2 pixel solid hash FFF. Okay, so we got this border. Now let me give it a width of 100%. Okay, like this. Sorry, not 100%. I want it to have a width of 300 pixel. Okay, let me adjust it here. So the button got a width of 300 pixel. I want a height of, let's say, 75 pixel. Okay, so it got this height. Now as you can see, our button, our text is not at the center. So for that, let's say line height will be 75 pixel. Okay, and text align will be center. So now our text had come to the center. Also, I don't want this border. We are not going to animate it. So let's remove that. It is just for your understanding how we center our text around our button. So let me remove this. Okay. And let me also add one property overflow, which will be hidden. So if by default there is an overflow, it will get hidden. Okay. So I think that's it. Let me also increase the font size as well. Let's say 1.5 rem. So the font size got increased, right? Okay. Now let's target all of these span, which will act as a line. Okay. So dot effect span. Now I want it to have a position of absolute. Okay. And I don't want this position actually. I want it to display as block. So display block means it will give the width and height as specified to its parent class. So its parent class is effect. So it will give the width like this 300 pixel to all these spans. Okay, so that means display as block. Okay. Next, let's give it a background as white. Right now you can't see because we haven't specified a width and height to it. So let's specify that dot effect span. Okay. Now I want to target the first child and the third child. The first child will be our upper line, and the third child will be our bottom line. Okay. So nth child first, comma, dot effect span nth child 3. Okay. Now let's give it a width and height. So first I want it to have a position absolute. By specifying the position absolute, it will it will have its position with relative to this button. Okay, so it will not be with relative to our whole web page. It will just adjust its position with respect to this button. Let's give it a height of 2 pixel. I want a height of 2 pixel, that's why. and let's give it a width of 100%. Okay. Now let's target the first one. So span nth child 1. Okay. I want it to give a top of 0. Now as you can see, we are seeing this line. So it has 2 pixel of height and 100% of width. Since I'm specifying 100%, why it is not taking the whole width of our screen? Because we have specified the position as absolute. That's why. Okay. So it will take the width of its parent class, that is this anchor tag, and we have specified the width as 300 pixel. That's why it is taking the width as 300 pixel. Okay. And let's so that's it for the upward and the lower line. Let's target the left and right one. So let's copy this. Okay, let's give it the second and fourth one. Second and fourth will be our left and right lines. So as usual, we are specifying the position as absolute. Now I want height to be 100%. Okay, I want this height to be 100% and this width to be 2 pixel. So 2 pixel. Okay, let me show you how it will look like. Let's target the second one. Okay, I want left to be 0. Let's target the third line. So effect spam and nth child of 3. And now inside this, let's give it a bottom of 0. So now you can see the third line. Now let's see the fourth line. So let me copy this 4. It also require a right property 0. Now we can see the fourth line. Now how I want it to animate: when I hover over the button, I want the first line first appear, then the second line, the third line, and the fourth line clockwise. Okay, like this. Okay. So first line, then second, then third, then fourth, like in this direction. Okay. So for that, I want to first hide the first line. So how I will hide it? I will give the top value as 0. Then I will give the left value as minus 100%. Okay. So this whole line shifted from to left side. Okay. Let me change the value. Let's say 50%. So as you can see, the half part is here and the half part you can see. Okay. So let's give it 100%. Now for second, I want it to go downward like this. So when I go from this, okay, so let's target the fourth line first. So when the first line appear, I want it to come from upward. Okay. So I will give the bottom value to minus 100. Okay. So this will be minus 100%. Okay. So this line goes up. Now next I want the third line to go on the right side. Okay. So the third line I want it to provide a right of minus 100%. Okay. In the same way, I want the fourth line to have a right value. I want it to go downward. So I will specify the bottom value minus 100. Sorry, the top value minus 100. Okay. So this will be minus 100% and the left will be 0. Sorry, the right will be 0. Okay. Now let's write the code for hover. So when I'm hovering over the anchor tag, that is effect colon hover. Okay, I want span to change. Okay, so span, first let's target the nth child, 1. Okay, let's give it a top value of 0 and left value of 0. So now when hovering over it, you can see the line coming. Okay, but you can't see the, as if it is coming from left side. So that's why we have to write here a transition property. Sorry, transition property for all, and let's say 0 0.2 second. Okay, so now when hovering over it, you can see the line coming from left side like this. Okay, if I increase the time, you will see it slowly like this. Okay, let's stick to 0 0.2 second. So this is for first line. Let's copy this for second line as well. In second, I want top and right, so this will be right. Okay, now as you can see, when I'm hovering, you can see this line coming from up. Okay, but I want, when the first line to complete, I want then second line to perform. So for that, I want to add a transition delay. Let's say 0 0.2 second. Since every single span is taking 0 0.2 second to perform its animation, so the first line will take 0 0.2 second, and after that the second line will come after 0 0.2 second. That's why we have specified the transition delay as 0 0.2 second. So now you can see, for first the first line is coming, then the second. Okay, in the same way, let's do the for the third and the fourth. So this will be third, this will be fourth. So for the third, I want bottom and right to be 0. So this will be bottom, and transition delay will be first line 0 0.2, second line 0 0.2, so 0 0.2, 0 0.2, 0 0.4. Okay. So okay, next, for the fourth line, I want bottom. This will be left. Sorry, this will be right, and this will be bottom, and this will be left. Now I want transition delay to be 0 0.6. So now, as you can see, we got this beautiful button animation. Okay, I guess this is right. Let's see. No. Okay, top left, top right. I think this is bottom right and bottom left. Let me check. Top left, top right, bottom right, bottom. I think this is left. Okay, now it is looking good. Looks great, right? So I really hope you love this animation, and I think you might got the idea on how we can animate things in CSS just by writing few lines of code and just understanding how you can perform the animation. Okay, and if you have any doubt related to this animation, you can comment under the comment section, or you can contact me on these social media handles. I would love to help you out. And don't forget to check out the Newton School website for more information about them. Keep learning, keep growing. Thank you.